After 15 years of working with young people and their families, as a clinical psychologist, I can tell you the number one threat facing young people today, and it's not what most parents think. Unfortunately, parents can be incredibly naive in this area. It's not drugs, it's not bullying, it's not internet atheism. Biggest threat facing your children is what you're about to give them for Christmas. It's a smartphone. My name is Dr. Johan D'Souza. I'm a clinical psychologist. I've published over 20 peer-reviewed articles. I'm a research fellow at Harvard's Institute for Human Flourishing, and I've been mentoring young people for over 15 years. I didn't start focusing on this issue. My clinical specialty is anxiety, OCD, distraction. But over and over again, I saw the same pattern. I've had the privilege of seeing kids grow up from being in third grade elementary students to middle school, high school, college, young adults, and then having their own families, having their own kids. It's a beautiful thing to see, and it's tragic when one small decision wreaks utter destruction on this cycle. That decision is getting a smartphone. When they get a smartphone, everything changes. They were pious, they were praying daily, they were going to mass daily, they were good with their parents, they were good with their friends, they were studying hard. All of a sudden you see their face changes. They don't look you in the eyes anymore. They're shy. They don't have self-esteem. And the back of their mind, they know that they're doing something deeply wrong because they're addicted to pornography. Young people from very good families who want to kill themselves because they know that they're in a very bad habit that they can't break out of. It may have started with a smartphone, but even after the smartphone is gone, the addiction is still there and it robs them of their happiness and joy. I've also seen families who have done things differently. I've seen families who are very countercultural and have gone against the grain and refuse to give their child these poisonous devices. And their children thank them years later for being such good parents and protecting them. This is not anecdotal evidence I'm making up on the spot. We now have years of research showing that something dramatically changed in 2010. In 2010, worldwide for young people, rates of anxiety, depression, and suicidality skyrocketed. I'm talking about increases of 200, 300, sometimes 600% in these symptoms. All around the world, only for young people, other age groups did not change. The younger you are, the worse you got. What happened in 2010? The smartphone became popularized. The first social media for smartphone came out. That was Instagram, and it's still one of the most popular social media. We're now at a point where the average teen in the US spends 8 hours and 39 minutes a day in entertainment screen time alone. That does not include screen time in the classroom, which for many students is 4 to 6 hours or even more. This isn't just a coincidence. The mental health crisis started with these digital technologies. So this is what I've seen. Young people have seen more explicit content in their teenage years than someone could see in an entire lifetime 100 years ago. Those images don't go away. They're burned into the brain forever, and they affect the way that young people sees women and girls in his life, including his own family members, best friends, and his future wife. In the talks I give, moms come up to me afterwards crying, saying they've given their child everything and they made the mistake of giving her a smartphone. Now she thinks she's a lesbian and is hospitalized for suicidality. This is all happening under the roofs of the parents without their knowledge. Their kids are being slowly poisoned in soul and also body day by day. Every parent thinks that their kid is different. They have it under control. They're a good kid. Guess what? They were a good kid until they got the smartphone. I don't want to be sensationalist or apocalyptic. I just want to help you so that you don't make the problem that I've seen other parents make so many times. And there is hope. There are people I've seen, beautiful families who have been countercultural and stood up and gone against the grain. And their kids thank them deeply in their own adult lives. And they say, I want to raise my kids just like you raised me. Thank you so much, Dad. I've dedicated my life to helping families and I want to help yours. I want to be on your team and support you. Here's what I'm going to do over the next few weeks. I've traveled nationally speaking on this topic, and in these videos, I'm going to share everything I've learned. The neuroscience, the major threats that kids face through the smartphones, practical solutions that have helped real families, and objections I have heard over and over again and how to overcome those objections. This isn't just theory. This isn't just research. This is based on years of experience seeing hundreds of families in different cities around the country and speaking to many, many people. In the second video, I'm going to explain the exact moment when parents lose their kids to screens. And in the third video, I'm going to break down the pattern that every parent with a screen-addicted child missed. After that, I'm releasing my clinical guide to save your kid from digital destruction. If you're a parent, teacher, priest, youth minister, coach, this information is critical for protecting young people. If you want me to speak in person at your school or church, contact me. Please subscribe to this channel. You can check out the links below. Your kid can overcome this, but they need you to be informed about the dangers first. I'll see you next time.